The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First play, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ed Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I'll bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Allen. Caught right side, Davis.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
The Bills at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They run with Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Allen to throw once more. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, Allen. And Daniels has it over the middle. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and goal from the 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Middle. Alert!
This is Hines. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Buying time to his left.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. On play action, Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards that time for number 14. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Hines.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
From the 24, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 10. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards remain for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now it's Hines. And a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score gain, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hey, no, he's easy. Listen to me. Run.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Cousins. He's got a man, complete. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins runs over him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it on. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play fake.
Cousins. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, this was a very close